Ever have one of those nights, where you sleep for a full 8 hours, but you still wake up feeling like you've barely rested at all? If that sounds familiar, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to explore the gentle science of preparing for truly deep, restorative sleep.
It is so frustrating, right? You do everything you're supposed to do. You get into bed on time, but morning comes and that heavy, exhausted feeling is still right there with you.
Or hey, maybe this is you. You struggle to stay asleep. You find yourself just tossing and turning, waking up again and again. Your mind is racing and you just can't seem to find that deep, uninterrupted rest your body is practically begging for. And this feeling, that mental fog, that heavy body sensation, the feeling that your energy is already gone before the day has even really started. If any of this is hitting home, I just want you to know you're definitely not alone. Okay, so let's dive into what's really going on here. This is the big shift in thinking we need to make. For so many of us, the problem isn't actually about the quantity of our sleep. You can be in bed for 8, 9, even 10 hours.
But the quality of that sleep, well, that's determined long before your head even hits the pillow. You see, deep, healing sleep doesn't just happen by accident. It's the natural result of an evening routine that gently signals to your body and your mind that it's finally safe to rest and recover. And that's the real secret right there. Safety. On a deep biological level, our bodies will only let themselves go into those really deep stages of sleep when our nervous system feels completely safe, totally relaxed, and free from any kind of stimulation. Now, think of your body's internal operating system like this. During the day, we're in day mode. We're meant to be alert, stimulated, ready for action. But to get that deep sleep we're talking about, we have to transition into night mode, a state of safety and relaxation. The problem is, our modern evening habits often keep us totally stuck in day mode, which blocks that essential shift. Now, a key player in making this switch happen is melatonin. Just think of it as the gentle conductor of your sleep orchestra. It naturally starts to rise when the lights get dim and your environment gets calm, and it sends this powerful signal to your whole body that it's time to wind down. And on the opposite team, we've got cortisol, the stress hormone. Its levels are supposed to naturally drop way down in the evening. But if you're scrolling through stressful news or trying to finish up work late at night, your cortisol can stay high. It basically acts like a bouncer at a club, blocking melatonin from doing its job and keeping you from getting into that deep sleep state. So with all that science in mind, let's take a look at some of the really common things we do in the evening that, a lot of times without us even realizing it, are keeping our bodies stuck in that alert day mode. Do any of these look a little too familiar? Scrolling on our phones, sitting under bright artificial lights, trying to solve complex problems right before bed. Every single one of these habits sends a message to our brain saying, stay awake, be alert. They keep our minds totally activated and prevent that beautiful, necessary shift into rest mode. But here is the wonderful news. We can actually consciously and very gently guide our bodies into that state of rest. So let's walk through a simple, science-based ritual to signal to your brain that the day is officially over and it is safe to let go. So here's the 5-step framework. It's designed to happen over about 60 to 90 minutes before you actually want to be asleep. Now, I know it might look like a lot, but trust me, each step is small, it's gentle, and it flows really naturally into the next one. So we start by managing our environment. About 90 minutes before bed, turn off those harsh, bright overhead lights. Switch to some softer, warmer lamps. This is the first and honestly the most powerful signal you can send your brain. Then, an hour before bed, it's time to put the screens away. This combination is so crucial because it allows that amazing hormone of darkness, melatonin, to finally start its work. Next, we turn our attention inward. A warm shower can relax your muscles. Maybe some gentle stretching can release the physical stress you've been holding in your neck and shoulders all day. And to calm the mind, try writing down any worries that are still buzzing around. Just the act of getting them out of your head and onto a piece of paper helps to close the open loops, basically telling your brain there's nothing left to solve tonight. And finally, we create a powerful anchor through a simple ritual. This is just a small, comforting action. It could be a warm cup of herbal tea, or the simple act of taking 3 slow, deep breaths, or even just saying one kind thing to yourself. When you do this same little thing every single night, your brain learns to recognize it as the final, non-negotiable cue that it is now time for sleep. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. A 90-minute routine, I just do not have that kind of time. And you know what? That is perfectly okay. The goal here is not perfection, it is all about consistency.
So, if you're short on time, we can actually boil this whole thing down to just three essentials. A simple, good enough routine that can still make a world of difference.
If you can only do three things, focus on these. First, dim the lights. This is non-negotiable for melatonin production. Second, spend just 3 to 5 minutes doing some slow, deep breathing to calm your nervous system right down. And third, try to keep a consistent sleep schedule, even on the weekends. That consistency is what stabilizes your body's internal clock, and that makes everything else so much easier. As we wrap up, I really want to reframe this whole idea for you. Try not to think of your evening routine as another chore on your to-do list. Instead, think of it as a profound act of self-care. It's a gift of recovery and healing that you give to yourself each and every night. This right here, this is the heart of this entire explainer. Your body loves routine. It absolutely thrives on predictability. So when you repeat these gentle actions night after night, you build this powerful sense of familiarity. And in the language of your nervous system, familiarity means safety. And safety? Well, safety is the key that unlocks the door to deep restorative sleep. So I'll leave you with this one question to reflect on. You don't have to do everything perfectly tonight. Just start with one small thing. What is one gentle signal of safety that you will offer your body tonight? Will it be dimming the lights, taking 3 deep breaths? Just choose one and start there. And finally, please remember that this content is for educational purposes only. It's not a substitute for professional medical advice. If you have any specific health concerns, please be sure to consult a qualified healthcare professional. Thank you so much for joining me.